Okay, awesome. Please let me know if there are any problems with the sound, if the music's too loud or anything like that. Please let me know. So today I'm going to be doing a quick pixel count and frame count of Streets of Rage 4 on Stadia. Yeah, I've already gone ahead and run the game on my TV so that I can test for HDR compatibility. Unfortunately, I don't have an HDR compatible screen for my laptop, so I have to do that on the TV. And it's also not very interesting. All I do is run the game, check the Stadia menu, and see if it says it supports HDR, which it doesn't. I've also already purchased the game. Save me putting my bank details in whilst you're all looking. So let's go ahead and do this, then, shall we? Ooh, Stadia, that was awfully loud. So currently what I've done is I have forced my screen resolution to 4K, which means this game should be running in 4K. I do have 4K mode enabled on Stadia. However, I do believe that this game doesn't support 4K. So really what we're doing here is we're just testing whether this game is 1080p or lower. But for the sake of being thorough, I am still going to test it, even if it isn't compatible with 4K. So, if I open up the connection tab, you can see 4K resolution is unsupported by the game, HDR is unsupported by the game, and 5.1 surround sound is unsupported. I don't document the surround sound support. So what I'll do now is I'm going to go ahead and play. Oh, okay, I have to use a keyboard. I'm going to go ahead and launch a game. I don't even know what this game is. I've never played it before, never seen anything like it. F2. We don't need to see all of this nonsense. We just go straight into the game. We're going to take some captures. Okay. Oh. Right. Well, I guess we don't need the cursor. So what I'm doing now is I'm looking for lines that are not. For example, this line here is too straight for me to use. This line here is too. I say too straight. This line is parallel with the bottom of the screen. This line is 45 degrees. Both of these lines will give me uncountable results. So what I'm doing is I'm looking for more like lines like this, where it's angled, but not so much where it's 45 degrees. Oh, okay, there we go. Being forced to play the games really slows down the pixel counts as well. I know that's a strange thing, but I prefer it when I don't have to play a game to pixel count it. So what I can also do is, with all this movement that's happening, I can... Oh dear. Oh, that was me. I can use this to do a frame count. So I'm going to take a 30-second capture, as there was plenty of movement. Okay, those boxing signs there might be usable, so I'm going to take a capture. Oh, yeah, there's a knife. This is a violent game. Okay, let's see. I'm still not seeing any good lines. Oh! Gave him a Glaswegian kiss. Hey Andy, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Oh, that pipe is going to be wonderful. Right, hopefully I can get capture. Hopefully I could... Stop hitting me. Oh, that pipe is going to be wonderful. As long as I got some good captures of it, it's going to be great for a pixel count. Oh no, I died. Oh, they all died. Oh no, they didn't. So rude. I don't see why this game wouldn't be 1080p, but we're still going to test it. Oh. Oh, there's a lot of lines on that. Oh. Ooh, more lines. Wonderful. Okay, do you know what? I think I might have enough captures now. Just going to take another one here. I'm going to go ahead and close the game. Ooh, if I can find my cursor. Hey Unitrix, how you doing? Oh my goodness, so many of you have stopped by. I'm going to go into my captures and I'm going to download all of those. I did go a bit crazy with captures, so I might not need to download them all. Just grab them all anyway. May as well. May as well. Doesn't impact my day if I do or don't. By the way, in case any of you are interested, the music is courtesy of Timothy Moore. Information on his music is in the video description. Okay, awesome. So now I need to open up my downloads folder, which is on my other screen. We're left with all of these. So starting off, I'm going to do a frame count, nice and easy. You guys, it's really hard for me to actually show you this. But I'm going to do my best. We don't want a PLC update. Okay, so plenty of movement here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click, and every time I click the button, if there's movement on the frame, that means this is a 60, the game is targeting 60 frames per second. If there's movement on every other frame, the game is targeting 30 frames per second. So I don't know, maybe I'll just say click. I'll say click every time I press the next frame button, and then you'll be able to see exactly what it's like for me. So we go click, 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 click. By now it's pretty clear that this game is targeting 60 frames per second. The animations themselves are not 60 frames per second, but the game is 60 frames per second. That's a nice easy one. And that's all it takes. Honestly, it's as easy as that. So now we're going to take our first capture. I'm going to open it with paint. And we're going to start the long search for a line that's good enough to count. Which, funnily enough, didn't take all that long. This isn't a brilliant line for counting because it's too close to the 45 degrees. But it does give me because I do this quite often, I can usually get a general idea straight away, and that gave me a very good idea that this is a 1080p game. Now I just need to find a line that I can use to prove it. Okay. Ooh. Too close to 45. Okay, so I'm going to try a different capture, see if I can find a decent one. Don't tell me the pipe's going to let me down. Okay. So the only difference here is the pipe, still not a good angle. Still not a good angle. Almost there though, I'm sure. Now that one should be a nice line to pixel count. It's not brilliant. Definitely not brilliant. But I think it might be countable. Let's give it a go. So I'm going to pick, white and yellow. Yeah, white and yellow. So let's go from about there. Oh, these colors are really hard to distinguish. I don't know. This might not be the line that does it, folks. So I'm going for a 15 pixel sample. And I'm going to count each step. Every 5 steps I'm going to use a yellow line. And what we're looking for is 15 steps. I mean, I'm not looking for it. I'm looking for whatever results I get. But if we get 15 steps in a 15 pixel sample, that means that this game is running 1080p. 1, 2. I'll try and do the lines as straight as possible. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we count that last one there. 5. Okay, so this is our worst case scenario. I can't find any more lines, but for now I'm gonna have another look through some of the other captures and see if I can get a better count. It's a shame the game is so dark, because I'm really struggling to see the lines. Like, this has got some nice steps, but they're really, really difficult to see. I don't know how well you guys can see this. I might actually be able to if I add a color correction, I might be able to brighten that for you, so you can maybe see the steps a little bit better. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and try counting this line, but I don't know how successful I'm going to be. We'll go for orange and yellow. Want the line, I want this. We'll go for 20 pixels this time, so we're going for a larger sample size. Oh, well, I'll have to move the sample size over a little bit. I imagine some of you may be wondering, well, there's lines on the floor and you can see some stepping there. Unfortunately, I can't use those because that's a texture resolution which is different to the game resolution. Or potentially different to the game resolution. I'm afraid I'm going to have to use 15 because this line isn't big enough to support a 20 pixel sample. So we'll go back down to 15. Okay, so there we go. We'll do another count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. I want to say there's 2 there. 2, 3, yeah, 4, 5. I don't think that line was perfectly straight. I think it was a little bit bent, which is why the steps aren't equally spaced. However, we are still getting 15 pixels in a 15 pixel. We're getting 15 steps, sorry, in a 15 pixel sample. So now what I'll do is, let's go back to this one because this one looks a bit clearer. I'm going to take a screenshot, which isn't going to work because I've got my monitor on 4K. So I'm going to skip that step for a second, open up my database, and we've got Streets of Rage 4 here. 1080p, 60 FPS, SDR, pixel count. This one isn't compatible with 4K mode. And I will upload the pixel count image after this stream ends, only because where I force the screen resolution to 4K, my screenshot function doesn't work. But yeah, other than that, if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment and I shall try and answer. Keep an eye out on my Twitter account as I will be posting these results very shortly. And thank you very much for joining me. Bye bye.